My name is Jason, and thank you for your interest in MAUI. I've developed this software to track artery walls with some of my colleagues, and we're making the pre-beta version available. So you should have had access to this link, and in order for MAUI to work, you need to download and install the MATLAB Runtime Compiler 2015A, which is version 8.5. Once you have downloaded and installed this, then you can download and run the latest version of MAUI. So if you open this link, MATLAB Runtime Compiler, you'll get to here, and you want to install the 2015A 8.5 64-bit for Windows, so that link. And make sure you don't install 2015A SPI, we just want this version here. So download that and install it. Then, once you have that done, you can click here to download the latest version of MAUI, which I've done. And I put that in a folder here. And it comes with an executable, MAUI 3.5.1, the public version, which is a pre-beta version, and a sample video. So we can run the sample video if you like. And you can see here, this is carotid artery. You can see the outer lumen diameter here, intermediate thickness on the bottom and on the top. So it's just a standard AVI video from an ultrasound machine. So once you run MAUI 351, you will get this screen here. So this is the whole program. Right now, in the pre-beta version, we're only going to be able to work with single files. We're currently working, and later on they'll be available to do batch processing. So if we click on Open Single, it'll bring you to the folder where you have MAUI. You can navigate somewhere else. We're going to open the sample video, and it'll load in the first frame. And now what we want to do is we can decide if we want to process the remaining video or the current frame. So let's first do a current frame. I'm just going to remove myself here. So you can enter a frame number here. If you look here, we're at frame 1 of 223. You can scroll this, move this around, and look at different frame numbers. You can click to the left and to the right. There we go. So let's say we want to process this current frame. We need to have our metric unit conversion from pixels to metric units. So in order to do that, we have to select a unit here. So we have 1 to 2, and that's equivalent to 1 centimeter for this scale. We can change these numbers and this unit if we want. Now we have to crop and initialize the walls. There's two ways to do this. There's an auto initialize, which is currently under development. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to select the area that we're interested in. And then we initialize the top wall of the outer lumen diameter, and we initialize the bottom wall. And right now, it'll automatically find the outer lumen diameter, and currently the pre-beta version doesn't have access to the automatically finding the upper intermediate thickness and lower intermediate thickness. So step 1, we've done the current frame. Step 2, we've done our pixel calibration. Step 3, we've cropped and selected, initialized. So now we can actually start the program, and it'll take a moment. And what you can see here is it actually found the top wall and the bottom wall. It will give you in centimeters the unit here. And if we go back to the folder, it automatically creates the results temp CSV, and everything that you do in MAUI will automatically be added to this. So you can open this as a temp. Just ignore that. So here you can see the video name, the location, the date, your metric conversion there, the frame number, outer lumen diameter, and we didn't detect any top or bottom IMT. Then the time index at this frame number, and the distance in centimeters. Um, and once again, we didn't do anything there. So we can close this. I don't want to save it. Of course, you can open this um, in other software too. It's just a CSV file. What it also outputs is output 1 of the video name, frame 54. So if we open this, you can see here that we have a nice image that it's been saved automatically if you need to use it. So now you have access to the output where the wall has been tracked, and you have the measure. And the measure actually is averaged over all these different distances. So what we can also do with MAUI is, let's say we want to track a different frame. We can restart current video. We can move this to a different frame, let's say frame 132. We don't have to reinitialize the pixel calibration because that's been done already. We just have to recrop our area, initialize top, initialize bottom, and start. So it's tracked it, and if we go to our folder, now we have another output image. So here was our first one. If we open this with here, and here's our new one. And this will automatically be appended to here. You of course can save this automatically if you hit save results. So what we can do now is we can actually restart MAUI, and everything will be regenerated. We can now open single. Let's open the same video. We're going to have to redo a pixel calibration. And we can choose where we want to start. Let's say we want to process the remaining video. Let's just say start at frame 12. Then we can crop, initialize the top as I've shown you, initialize the bottom, and I should have said how to do this. You can click at least 2 points. When you get to the end, you do a double click. And now you hit start. So since we're processing the remaining video, what it's going to do is for every frame it's going to update here, and it's going to be plotting this in real time. So you can see here, this will just cycle to all the way to the end, and this is also going to be saved in this AVI file here. So I'm going to refresh. You can see here that this file is growing. So it's currently writing the result. So I'm going to pause it and I'll wait till it's finished. So I'm back. One thing I should have also shown you, you can see it's tracking here, but at any time you can pause the software, and if you're not happy with if one of these walls is getting carried away, you can reinitialize them during your processing. So let's say we want that one. Let's say we want to reinitialize the wall. I'll select 3 points here, double click, and now I can hit continue. And it'll take those new inputs and move forward from there. So I will pause it again, and I'll see you when this reaches the end. So the software is done. So we have a few outputs. You can see here that we actually have the output of the wall. Well, that's the original video. Here, the output of the wall being tracked over time. And in addition to that, we also have PNG where you can see the wall being tracked, and I think it got a little diverted at the very end there. So that's it. Thank you for everything, and I hope you enjoy using MAUI.